showing a combination of somersaults, great acrobatics, dance combinations. They have to include a double somersault, a somersault with a twist, a dismount. They have to show great landings, dance combinations, 8 difficult elements, as well as combinations of acro and dance, and musicality and choreography.
The #1 qualifier going first, as they have for all these competitions. It's worked for some, but not for others. Maria Paseka didn't end up being first after the competition. Aliyah Mustafina didn't have any problems after going first. Anna Dementieva didn't quite work out for her, so being first in the qualifications sort of mixed impact, really. As we see Ksenia Afansieva, very popular gymnast in the Russian Federation. 14.75 was her qualification, and she's ready for her floor routine. Ksenia Afansieva.
She was a world champion on this piece of apparatus in 2011 Tokyo World Championships. She's the current European champion, so she has the pedigree to do the job today. Great opener, double straight, nailed the landing. Two ribs through to a triple twist. Did well to stay in the floor. Beautiful spin. Great expression. Oh, way out of the floor on that 2.5 twist, punch straight front. That'll cost. She's performing some exquisite work. Double pike somersault, out of the floor again, the red flag's up.
Yeah, twice crossing the line might cost in this esteemed company.
Yes, a few errors for Afanasieva. Breathing very heavily at the end of that routine. Such a demand on the body. This worked for 90 seconds.
It's been a tough day for her. Remember, she was there on the vault earlier today. Just going over the line twice. Just taking too many risks, you think, Paul? Or is it fatigue? That was one. Well, she's way out there.
Yeah, just a little bit over. Running maybe a little bit too much energy into that tumble.
These are very bouncy floors, aren't they? I know you're speaking to a couple of gymnasts, and maybe that's one of the reasons for that as well.
It's a new system floor for the company, and a lot of gymnasts are finding it extremely bouncy.
It's not standardized. Explain that for our viewers. How is it the bounce that's different? What else is different in floors around the world?
Well, every time you go to a competition, the elasticity of the floor is slightly different. Gymnasts will have a real feeling for their own floor. When you put it on a podium, it's a different sort of bounce to the floor that's in the training gym around the back of the arena. So it's very hard to get the experience and the practice to understand the bounce. There's the score.
It is 14.350. It's one of the events where there's home advantage. On to our second gymnast, Kim Bui. Lots of experience there. I don't know if she's had much time to work out on this particular floor. Let's see what the German can do. Kim Bui.
A great competition so far. One routine to go. Spin into the first tumble. Pulling back out. Powerful gymnast, Bui. Good work, very elegant. She looks confident. Working her way into the corner with those dance combinations that'll build the connection and the difficulty rating. Double back somersault. Just the dismount to go. She's safe, double pike. And Buey rounds off a great Universiade with a good performance on the floor.
Great work from Kim Buey. Does rate the floor as her favourite apparatus, so we shouldn't be surprised if she's a real challenger, a great all-rounder, bags of experience, competing on international circuit since 2005. One of the older gymnasts here at 24, getting applause from Tamara Koklova. Kim Buey, the German, suffered that dreaded cruciate ligament injury 3 years ago and has recovered really well from that. Brave gymnast, great mental approach as well. Look at the height on that.
Yeah, she'll be satisfied with that. Good performance from Buey.
Sit back and I use the word relax, but at least know that her competition is over. All that energy, adrenaline just like seeping out of her now. She can just see what that performance will mean. Surely it's going to be number one for the moment, but there's still 7 to go. Remember, there are 9 in this final, unusually.
Crowd looking forward to the next performance. Shouts of Aliyah for our next gymnast.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Mustafina again. Such a popular and talented gymnast. One of the biggest sports stars, well, in Germany, only 13.7 for Kim Buey.
Yeah, it's not quite the start score, 5.4.
Disappointed with that. Well, so for the moment, Afansieva top. Crowds of Aliyah. Here is Aliyah Mustafina. With a bag full of medals so far. Can she add another one? 3 golds.
1 silver.
Silver as well.
And a final go. Beautiful double Arabian start. She means business. Two and a half twist into a straight front. Big breaths. Triple twist, a few wobbles. She's on her feet. The spin. A few seconds to go for the dismount. Shouts of Davai around the arena. Go, Aliyah. Oh, 3 days of competition, taking the strain. Mustafina on the final tumble, putting her hands down. There go the chances of another gold medal.
Well, she's given it absolutely everything, Mustafina. There was bound to be pressure on her to get fit for this competition. And she was in and out of the team. And initially, Katerina Kremenko was in the team, but Mustafina got the nod.
Yes, recovering from that bout of flu is going to have quite an impact on the energy for a floor routine.
Yeah, she couldn't train for nearly a week, and coach Evgeny Grebionkin finally, just before the Universiade, saying she's spoiling for a fight. I'm sure he meant that in the best possible way. She just wanted to come here and win as many medals as possible. And whatever happens, whatever mark she gets here, it's been a superb Universiade for Alia Mustafina. 3 golds, silver. Might not be a gold medal performance, so one never knows. You know, there might be nerves around in the other gymnasts to come. Afansieva score 14.350, certainly beatable. And her work is done, finally.
Yeah, she can rest and relax.
Well, the World Championships now, I guess, is the next target. End of September, so a bit of recovery time. And speak a little bit later about what that means, how she'll prepare between now and those World Championships, just how much time off, if any, you think she might get.
Very tough year for some of these girls. Mustafina have competed in the European Champs a few months ago, now peaking again for the Universiade, and then no time for rest before the World Championships in Antwerp in a few months' time.
Strapping coming off. So interesting what you're saying there. So from now, we're in mid-July, end of September. There's no rest basically for Alia.
Maybe a few days, but straight back into the gym. A week of rest is a long, long time for these gymnasts. It takes a long time to get back to fitness. They need to keep on the boil.
Waiting for the score. Just cutting off a bit of strapping. Rank 3 is 12.875 for her. That's a poor score, she knows it. But let's not take anything away from Mustafina. She's had an absolutely superb Universiade. Her number is 134. She has 1 silver, 3 golds and 4 medals.
Chance to see now Elsa Garcia with her 1 chance at a medal, and she's a great worker on this piece. Beautiful double straight. Long lines, good style, great expression. Classic gymnast. Oh, pulling back out. Beautiful dance, great leaps, combined with powerful tumbling. Two and a half twist straight front. She's going well. She has 1 dismount to do. She can stick this landing. It could be a great result for Garcia. Double pike, she's out of the floor, but she's on her feet. Super job from Elsa Garcia. Coach is very happy with that. She took a risk. She opted not to compete in 2 of the finals she qualified for in order to concentrate on this, her main event. Did the gamble pay off? We're about to find out.
Well, Miguel Ortiz and Jose Antonio Martinez making that... you could say it's a gamble. Some people say it's not a gamble. It was a wonderful routine from the Mexican. Such a graceful gymnast. One of the taller girls here at 1.65 m, which for this level is quite tall and great to watch.
Yeah, so unusual to see someone that tall performing such difficult tumbles, double straight. Will she join her teammate Daniel Corral, who of course got the silver medal on pommel horse? This could be a good result for Mexico. In the qualifications, she fell on a final tumble, did a great routine, put her hands down, managed to stay on her feet this time, stepped out of the floor. We just have to wait and see if she's done enough to get into those medals.
14.350, the 2 friends at Afansieva and Mustafina. Surely it's good enough to challenge Afansieva. Elsa Garcia. Smile, 23 years old, so coming to the peak of her career.
Made the Olympic Games in London last year. Great experience.
Mexican fans here waiting. They would be delighted to be party poopers here. Even the Russians, though, to be fair, they were applauding, and they know that was a really good routine. There are gymnastics fans first here. They enjoyed that. Obviously want their women to win, but it was good from Garcia. Will it be good enough for the Mexican? 14.350 is that magic number for her. Well, there's still some very good gymnasts to go. The British candidate next in the form of Danusha Francis, but it's all about Garcia. No, not enough, and that's disappointed the Mexicans, and that's a shame for her, but it's still Afansieva. Oh, we thought it wasn't the best routine from her, but it's good enough.
Well, she's in silver medal position. Can she hold on to it?
Was it that step over the line after that double pike?
Yes, I think so. She was out of the floor. There'll be a penalty.
What's the typical penalty for...
if both feet are out, it's 3/10, and then the step as well, so it's expensive. Here goes Danusha Francis, Great Britain. Qualified third. Safely through the double pike somersault. Looks confident. Second double somersault. Very secure landings. Through the dance combination. Showing great musicality. And enjoying her work. It's good to see. Comes the final tumble. Aggressive approach. 2.5 twists in that back somersault. And great smiles from Danusha Francis. Super job.
19 years old. There's Vince Waldup. We were speaking with him yesterday. She learnt her trade at the Heathrow Gym Club with Vince, and he'll be delighted with that, even though she's now studying in the States. So Danusha Francis, she's really enjoying her time here. From Coventry in the Midlands of England, but now based in the States. And just talk us through some of the highlights of that.
Yeah, it's great work. 2.5 twist, 2 double somersaults, good dance, and had a great time, I think. Nice way to round off your Universiade.
13.7 is the medal position for the moment.
Yes, there's been some mistakes, so the door is open.
Yeah, Francis got that in qualifying.
Let's wait and see.
13.750, in fact, so well, it really would be a surprise. So, confident as a man he is, Vince, he wasn't really hoping for any kind of medal. She's fourth, which is very creditable. 13.450 for Danusha Francis. You can see what she thinks of that. Absolutely delighted. With still some good names to go, though.
Yes, 4 gymnasts to go. Can Garcia hold on to that medal position?
Ellie Black, earlier on the beam. Very talented young Canadian.
He already has 1 bronze medal under her belt. Great combination of twisting somersaults there. Powerful tumbler. Full twisting front somersault. Through to a double tuck back, managed to stay in the floor. Good work. Double twist forwards.
Ellie Black completing rather her 4 days of work here. As Garcia currently silver.
Ellie scored 13.6 to qualify for this final.
Set the routine.
2.5 twist step out through to a double twist backwards.
Dominant figure in the Canadian gymnastics at the moment. Did excellently in the nationals there. You see why. Classy display. Just turned 18. The Canadians, team leader Rachel Vallel. It's this vast country, Canada. Quite hard to get them all together. They're from all 4 corners of that big nation. Can't quite believe she's here, I think. There you go. Quick smile for the camera. Will she get 13.7 to get above Kim Bui, or 13.75? Yes, joint second. 13.75 for Ellie Black, and suddenly Afanasieva's score of 14.35 is looking really good.
Absolutely.
She went over the line twice, Afanasieva. At the moment, doesn't matter. Angelina Kisler.
She has a big start scored as Afanasieva, and it could be enough. Here goes Kisler. Out of the floor, 1.5 through to 2.5. Kisler, the second Ukrainian woman we've seen in these finals, working well up to a final tumble. Double pike somersault. She's through.
Have it, the Kiev-based Angelina Kisler, who has 2 Universiade medals. She took up the bronze in the uneven bars 2 years ago and won a team silver. Will she get a third here? That was a pretty competent routine.
Yeah,
Kisler.
She was the 9th place gymnast, had the same score as Noda Sakura, 5.4 start score, and both scored 13.55, hence the unusual sight of 9 gymnasts in the final. Scored 13.55 in qualification, so she'll be close to this pack of medalists.
Sneaked into the final. She's justifying her place here. Remember, 13.750 is current silver for 2 gymnasts. Black and Garcia. Afanasieva way ahead at the moment. So the nervous wait. We've seen some good performances from the men. Haven't talked too much about Kisler, showing her worth. Angelina Kisler. That's 7 of the 9.
There's the score.
And it's 6th, 13.225. So well back. Only 1 score above 13.750. Yumanobi.
It's actually Noda Sakura, teammate from Japan. Quite round on that triple twist. combination, 1.5 twist backwards into the punch, full twist. Managing to stay inside the boundaries of the floor. Very important to avoid deductions. Double pike somersault, a short landing.
Slip up at the end from Sakura Noda then. That might cost her. Remember, 14.35 is the top score for the moment. 13.750, perhaps more of a realistic target for Noda, with Minobi to come. Is it fatigue? The level is not quite as high as it perhaps might be. A lot of mistakes.
Could well be. It's the last day in a long campaign. Hard job for these gymnasts. And it's a long day as well. Remember, some of these girls started 3 o'clock this afternoon after 6 hours. They're still performing routines.
Coming up to 9 o'clock local time in Kazan. It's the 4th of 4 days of competition, and we've really enjoyed it here. We've had some top quality performances. I'll ask you a little bit later on if there were just 2 or 3 standout performances and 2 or 3 standout performers while we wait for Sakura Noda's score. It's been all about that D score. Afansieva 6.3. No one else managed to get above 5.7. So it really does make a big difference. 0.6, and that's the gap.
Absolutely. She had some errors, Afanasieva, but saved by the D score.
And penalties, yeah, 0.4 of a pen. That would have been for going over the line twice.
Yes, 3/10 for both feet and then 1/10 on another tumble for 1 foot.
So it just shows you can put that out of your mind, keep going, still capable of getting a goal despite going over the line twice. And that was the very first performance, of course.
Oh yes, never give up. You don't know what your competitors are going to do.
Danusia Francis, a very creditable 5th at the moment. Noda waiting and waiting, and 7th, 13.050. It's the time for Yu Minobi, won gold medal 2 years ago at the Universiade. On the beam, on the uneven bars. Could you get another one here? It's a big ask, Yu Minobi.
Final performance for Yu Minobi and for the women's competition. Perfect landing on that double back somersault. And a half punch full, finding the floor, working well. Triple spin into the dance, combinations, leaps. 180-degree split, a change of tempo. Just the dismount. Double pike somersault, another stuck landing. Good routine.
Yu Minobi, one of the greats of recent Universiade, has to say. Her teammates cheering her on. She's got 3 golds 2 years ago, 1 in the team and 2 individual, and she's here still competing again.
Great smile. They're a happy bunch, the Japanese. They're having a wonderful time here at this Universiade.
This is a good routine. Very few technical mistakes there, I think, Paul.
Yeah. Might not be the greatest of start scores, but well executed.
So that's the last on the floor. Can she get 13.75, pick up a medal? 14.35, perhaps beyond her, and Minobi. Score coming through in a few seconds. Can Minobi get another medal, I wonder? No, she's just out, 5th place. 13.55, and it's another gold medal for the Russian Federation. It's Afansieva this time who's got it.
The gamble paid off for Elsa Garcia, who has taken a silver medal, the 2nd medal for Mexico, tied with Ellie Black of Canada. A great result for those two gymnasts.
Xena Afansieva. She's got 3 golds as well, you know, Paul. She's creeping up there. Remember, she got the vault gold today. What a fantastic night she's had. Whatever her coach said to her this afternoon, it's paid off. We'll be back in a few seconds then for the final competition, the high bar.